Oh, here we go. Akebono looks ready, didn't he, mate?
He's pumped.
Aye.
He's got his Yokozuna font like a Stratocaster.
Aye. That hair, but that hair. What is that hair doing? I mean, was Eminem popular in 2003 when
What's the garbage bag Bob Sapp's going and the feathers?
he's borrowed that for Ric Flair, mate? Ric Flair,
Hi-
his hand, he sent that personally to him. It's got to have.
Highly flammable.
That's how he's took it off before he walked by all these shooting torches there.
I want to be like one of those henchmen that wears their pajamas and into the ring and has to wear a stern face as if they know what's going on.
I look at him next to Akebono. He's just scratching his neck and that like, Chad, what do I do?
Look like I coached him.
Oof, 220 kilograms. My God, he's a unit, isn't he? He is a unit.
The poor wife, I
Aye.
feel sorry for her having to watch this.
Aye, Akebono's wife and kids in the crowd. I agree, mate. I wouldn't have my kids at something like this. Just in case I get smashed, I wouldn't want them to have to watch their own dad get pummeled.
Yeah, you wouldn't wear anything white if you're sitting down the front. A bit of a dry cleaning issue.
I mean, just look at that. Bob Sapp is a humongous human being. And look at the size of Akebono next to him and all. It's just unreal. The Beast vs Godzilla. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unreal.
This fight was massive in Japan. There were like half the population were watching instead of their usual New Year's Eve sing-along that they like.
Was there that many people watching?
Yeah, I think that
Unreal.
stadium holds about 45,000 people, and then on TV there were 54 million people watching.
Do you know, I don't know why Akebono just maybe didn't ask for a boxing match and went kickboxing because, I mean, he's never really, other than pushing, he's never swung his legs up for more than a bit of Chico. And
Nah.
that is he's like a no offense to him, but a big potato on two pins right now.
Yeah, looks like he missed leg day, doesn't it?
I leg day every day he missed. Oh, the worry in his wife and kids' face, mate. I hate it. I hate it.
He's got a long reach, but I think Bob Sapp's got a lot more power behind his punches.
And see when their arms like press into each other, Bob Sapp's winning that exchange. Like he's going to outmuscle his arms. That's why Akebono's then using his weight to rush into him and like hold against him, try and tire him out that way. He should really keep his hands up in the middle and fire jabs straight. See that swinging and then leaving his hands down. Bob Sapp's clubbing him.
Yeah, normally someone that tall, they have to reach up to whack him, but they're not too far off.
Oh, smash. Oh, he's tapping him in the head. Good lad. Good lad.
Give it a shine.
Oh.
For such a gentle guy, I don't know how Akebono goes into this kill mode.
If you want to call that a kill mode, I would more see like a toothless bear trying to hold down an injured deer.
Yeah, I was being a bit generous. Got to be nice to the man. He had a wonderful sumo legacy. But
listen, let's defend him right here, mate. He might have done terribly here, right? But see, by the time he done this, he was done. Like he had so many injuries for a life in sumo, and he was tired. Oh, and we're down. We're down. We're down.
That was a bit quick.
That was quick.
No time to even spill any claret.
So, but mate, I mean, he spent years taking up injuries. He's getting tired. He is a bit overweight now, and that's not all just. There's not a lot of sumo muscle mixed between that anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realise why he got into the ring. I think they're a bit harsh to him and saying he's not doing the rank of Yokozuna justice. But the poor guy had too many people in his pocket.
He had no choice. He needed the money. He had to keep taking these fights, and that's how I'm glad eventually he went into just professional wrestling. Oh, that's it. Look at that.
Lights out.
Folded. folded like a deck chair with a duvet cover wrapped around it.
He's going to see if he's okay. He's
Aye.
not going in for an extra bit
Oh,
of
they're all,
biffo.
is he all right? I cannot believe his children just had to watch that happen, by the way. I'm a wee bit annoyed about that.
I mean, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. But that wasn't a very nice
That was a thud.
way to go.
Unreal. Unreal. That was just.
I think he feels a little bit guilty there too.
Aye, how hard he smashed him. Look, his veins there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She's like, get me the fuck out of here.
Oh, he doesn't even know where he is.
Oh dear.
Oh well, mate, that was hard. I think it was hard to watch. Do you know? Obviously, we are sumo guys, so we want to see the positive of sumo. So we hate seeing a former Yokozuna be smashed so hard. But I think it was more heartbreaking for me that his kids had to sit and watch that. I really didn't like that, man. I really didn't.
Yeah, they'll never forget that, unfortunately. But oh well, man did what he had to do, and he had a lot of fun in Japan, and there was a lot of pressure put on him, and he reached the top. He was, yeah, great man. It's sad that he sort of declined health wise. So hopefully he'll make a recovery.
Hopefully, I think it'll take some time. The last update that I heard is that he was surrounded by family at home in Hawaii, I want to say, and he is making progress, but he still has to make use of a wheelchair a lot of the time in that. Now, that is the last report that I've heard, and that was a couple of months ago. So that's the only really update we've got on Akebono. If anybody, before any of you guys question us in the comments, that's really all we can tell you for now.
I don't think there's been isn't he like the second Yokozuna to ever jump into the ring and do something a bit different to sumo, or was there?
I think there might have
There
been a
was Ricky
couple.
Doza, and he wasn't Yokozuna though. He was very popular. I think he even owned some buildings around near the Kokugikan, or did own.
Well, I know that I think that a couple of Yokozuna dipped into professional wrestling and other things, but the biggest name that went into like MMA or anything like that was Futagaharu.
Yeah,
So he was really he was really the first to do that. Do you know what I mean?
well, you know what they call Bob Sapp, don't you?
What?
They call him the tomato can
Why is
because
that?
you tip it over and this red stuff comes out. It's sort of it's a kind of mixed martial arts kickboxing term for the guys that are just like cannon fodder. They're meant to be kicked around like a can. They help the good guys get extra wins under their belt. I think Bob Sapp he's just happy for the payday. He said, if they pay me enough, I'll take any injury that's likely to happen.
And there's no way he hasn't through some fights and all. He has chucked some fights and thought, nah, fake this.
Yeah. But wouldn't you if someone kicked you in the nuts?
Oh, and with that, that brings us to the end of this episode. We hope you enjoyed me and John taking you through Akebono vs Bob Sapp 1. Join us in part 2, where you will get to see these two Goliaths go for it again 12 years later in another kickboxing bout. And sumo fans, if nothing else, take this away from this video. Like, subscribe, hit that bell. Oh, what a nugget!
Good Sundays.